Hey everyone, Michelle here. So in a previous video, I've mentioned that I wanted to get into more depth when talking about issues around domestic abuse. And in this video, I'm going to be focusing on what to watch out for when trying to spot red flags. Now, I do not claim that I am a professional expert, but I do want to share what I've learned since I think this is an important topic for people from any background to be more aware of. Since I didn't really learn any of this till I was about 20, and if other people are in a similar boat as I was, that's pretty alarming since a lot of people get into relationships as early as 14. So I think it's important to make this subject known. The red flags aren't subject to one type of person. Anyone can display these signs and be a potential abuser regardless of being male or female, and anyone can be a victim too. However, I'll mostly be talking in the perspective of male abusers towards females, since that is what I'm most familiar with. Also, what I'm about to mention aren't the only signs and examples of abuse, but they are some of the easier and main warnings to spot. And you might find some of these examples can be placed in more than one category with a lot of overlap. I've just placed them in the following categories to try and make this video as organized and easy to follow as I can. First one is need for control. This is the main sign that highlights toxic and abusive relationships. If you find that your partner displays a need for control in one or more aspects of your life, that would be a good indication for you to start reflecting on the health of the relationship. Some examples of this can be trying to control what you wear, your earnings, lack of compromise, control who you see and where you go, or even trying to isolate you from friends and family, constantly monitoring your activities and needing to know where you are at all times, and breaking your boundaries. The second one is manipulation. Now, manipulation is a branch of control, but I wanted to highlight this because it's more subtle than the obvious and direct form of control that I've mentioned earlier. Some of these can be seen as guilt-tripping you, pressuring you by saying things like, if you love me, you would do X, Y, and Z, and gaslighting, which is when they get you to start questioning your own sanity and you start thinking that you might actually be the one who is wrong when it is clearly them. Third is jealousy and insecurities. This goes even beyond your partner getting jealous of you talking to or getting attention from another person. However, you should also take caution in that too. Extreme jealousy can also look like your partner doesn't want to share you with friends and family, but it can also be jealousy from you too. For example, when you accomplish something that is important to you, maybe winning a competition or getting that promotion or whatever the case may be, instead of feeling proud and excited for you, they may be resentful. This also stems to them being insecure that you will leave them, which can then take form of them accusing you of flirting with others and cheating on them when you're not. No secure person will have the need to feel jealous. And something I want to mention, this might not be the case with every individual, but a lot of the times people will tend to project themselves onto others. So if they are accusing you with things like flirting and cheating with no reasonable grounds, that might be a reflection on them. Just something to think about. Fourth is lack of trust and respect. This is also tied into the insecurities that the abuser might have, where they may feel that you're not being faithful to them with poor or no reason why they should. In addition, you might catch them in constant lies and not being honest with you. They may not respect your boundaries, lack of respect for your feelings, and even insult and put you down. And just to go more in depth with the put downs, the abuser may make underhanded comments on your weight or physical appearance. They may consistently highlight your weaknesses, and they may follow up these comments with compliments so that you will become dependent on their praise and assurance. It's a way for them to break your self-esteem so that they can gain another way of controlling you through emotional abuse. Next is aggressive behavior and history. This obviously includes violent threats and actions like threatening to or taking action in harming you or your loved ones like family, friends, and even pets. But other than physical aggression, this can also take form of having a confrontational attitude, not taking responsibility for their actions, feels the world is always against them, and is consistently angry or gets angry easily. Now, as for having a history of aggression, yes, people can change, but let that be a sign to take caution if you decide to get involved with that person. You want to make sure that they have actually worked on themselves and changed for the better before committing with someone who has unresolved behavioral issues. Now, this last one, I hope that none of you will ever have to go through, even though I know a few people who unfortunately have. But watch out for partners who threaten to kill themselves if you break up with them or tell you that they can't live without you. In this situation, the victims usually still cares for the well-being of the abusers and can carry a sense of guilt if something were to happen to them, so they stay. However, this is another form, and maybe even last attempt, of manipulation and maintaining control over the victim. What should you do in this situation? Don't give in. If you feel that they will follow through with anything, try and de-escalate the situation. Call first responders and understand that the person needs professional help. You must know that you are not responsible for their actions and decisions. That weight is not burden on you. So don't feel guilty about trying to get out of a bad situation for your well-being. Domestic violence doesn't look the same in every relationship because every relationship is different. If you think you are in an abusive relationship, seek professional help and alert your support network, like friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers, so that they can be an extra set of eyes. One last mention, I would love to post longer videos with more details on Instagram TV. However, I can only do up to 10 minutes due to low followers. Goal is 10,000, so please follow and share so that I can work my way in being able to create more depthful content that I think can benefit others. So until next time, thank you and take care.